Here's a little instruction on how to remove the inside of the TV to replace it. First, you're going to be taking out the two Phillips screws on either side of the back door here, and then the back door will come right off. On the inside here, this is all one single unit. Don't worry too much about trying to remove it. It's hard to damage as long as you don't, bend any of the wires or anything. But it's pretty simple. All we're going to do is, if you just tilt it backwards or push the top of the screen in, it'll come out a little bit and it'll be able to get over the wooden bar there. So push it backwards and then you'll be able to slide it sideways like that. It's easier when you have two hands. When it's centered, you can just tilt it the rest of the way out like so. And there it is. There's the unit. I left on the screen protector so you can peel that off before you put it in the new case or the old case. Right, so on this new TV, I did add an extra power connector here. This one allows you to plug in a standard micro USB plug, which I'm going to include a little extension cable for you. So plug it in there and it should have a little audible click. And when I plug in power, okay, so you're going to see this activity light will start to blink after a few seconds. That indicates the Raspberry Pi found the operating system and it is booting up. So as long as that's blinking, that means the Raspberry Pi is good. Then the screen, as you noticed, it will have a little bit of a backlight. Now you can't really see it on here. Oh, look at that, it's already turned on. So yeah, it's only about 30 seconds to get it to turn on. And there it is. So when you replace the TV, let me get this unplugged here. So when you put it back, it's just the opposite of putting it in. You're going to put the bottom in first, and you'll see it kind of fits behind the nut there. Bottom in first. Yep. And then you'll push the top in all the way. Well, it won't go all the way because there's a piece of wood there. You'll slide it all the way to the left, and it'll fall into place. There is this black padding here. This goes at the top. It may have fallen off when you open the door. That's okay. Just stick it back there, and it puts some pressure on the back door there, so it stays up against the screen stays up against the front. Put your screws back on, and you're all set. You don't need the micro USB when it's when the back door's on. Just continue to use the included guy here. When you take this out and put it back on, it has a it has one direction that it goes on. Let's see if I can get this here. And it has a little bit of a rib there to keep pressure on it. Yeah, so it's one direction. You'll feel a little bit of a, it doesn't snap or anything, it just has a little bit of a pressure to get it on and off. But it only goes on one way because it's offset there. So don't try and force it if it's not going. But like I said, try this outside of the case first, and then once you verify it works, then do the swap and make sure it's good.